So it's my turn to do my natural makeup. I hope you're going to enjoy it. Zoe and Rose have both done theirs, which were wonderful. I had a good watch and got a few tips as well. I'll be using a few of the same things, a few different things, probably majority different things, because I'm the one that buys the cheap makeup rather than the nice, expensive, high quality makeup. But if you want makeup on a budget, I'm your girl. So anyway, so what I usually do is I'll prep my skin, I'll have a shower, wash my face. I usually use Elemis, which I think you've probably seen in one of our past vlogs. So I use Elemis, I'll tone, I'll moisturise, I will put my eye cream on, and then my face is prepped and ready to go. Now, the girls know I love a bit of Carmex, but I just found this because I forgot I had it. I found it in the deepest, darkest depths. Oh, I can't say it. Deepest, darkest depths of my handbag, and I don't know whether they still do it, but it's Palmer's cocoa butter, and it's a swivel stick, and it's for your lips, and it's really good. So I'll start off by just putting that on because my lips get quite dry, and then usually what I'll do is at the beginning of my makeup I will curl my eyelashes, just so it gives them a bit of time to settle, because when you first curl them they're like ping, and I don't like them when they're like that, so I'll curl them first. Right, so once I've done that, I usually use MAC Select Cover Up. This is my favourite of the MAC products actually. It's just, oh, I just think it's the best concealer around. I don't tend to put stuff all over my face. I usually just kind of put it on the areas where I feel like I need a bit of coverage. So this is colour NW20, and it is a corrector concealer, and it's MAC. That's just taking a bit of like my redness and my dark patches and my spotty patches away. And then what I'm going to do is, so I've had numerous discussions about this because I don't actually quite know what I think about it, because a lot of people put quite pale under eye concealer on to hide bags, but I put quite orangey, because on the, getting technical now, but on the colour chart, orange cancels out blue. So I'm using Boyne. I love this, it's really creamy. So it says it's an industrial strength concealer, which is going to hide those bags right away. And this is number 2. So that's done, and then what I do, now this is actually a foundation, it's Bare Minerals, Fairly Light N10, and this is just the dream. I absolutely love it. It's, yeah, classed as a foundation. I actually just use it to set my makeup and to just keep it all in place, and it actually gives you quite a dewy glow, so if you've got really, really oily skin, this maybe isn't for you. So that's my base done. Next I'll move on to a bit of bronzer. I don't really wear bronzer on my cheeks, it's more of kind of like a contour. And this is Matte Bronzing Powder, and it's got a little mirror in it, and it's kind of this kind of colour. It's not too orange, it's not too warm, it's just like a subtle bronze. So what I'll do is I'll just put this across my hairline, just get a little bit on, not too much, you don't want an orange hairline. Get right up into your hair so you can't kind of see. It doesn't look obvious that you've just whacked a bit of bronzer on there. So you do it there, and I usually do a tiny, tiny dab just on my nose and chin, because my nose always catches the sun because it sticks up. And then I'll get a bit, show myself, I'll get a bit and put it down, just down my neck, just to make sure everything's kind of matching. And then I'll get a bit on the end of my brush and just if you can't see where your cheekbone goes, just suck your lips, suck your cheeks in like that, and just follow that line. So I usually just follow up that line and then just give it a bit of a buff so it's not just a straight line. So that's that. So we've contoured, we've put our base on, and now, excuse me, we are going to just conceal any spots that might have just peeked out. Now the other girls have used this, and this is just the dream. I'd probably say out of all beauty products, makeup wise, this has got to be the ultimate. It's like the godfather of all makeup, and it's Laura Mercier, and this is, what's it actually called? Oh, Secret Camouflage. You never look at the names of what your makeup's called, do you? And this is SC3, and it's just wonderful. And I'm sure Rose and Zoe have shown you this, and mine's a bit grubby, but it's two concealers. One of them's darker than the other one, so you kind of mix and match. Now don't laugh at this, but this is, I'm not going to show you the, actually I will, I'll show you how dirty it is. This is a toothbrush that I got free in like a hotel room or something, and I always swear by using a toothbrush to brush your eyebrows. So that is my little tip for you all. Then what I use is Benefit, and this is Eyebrow. It's a pencil, and it comes on quite creamy, and it just highlights the arch of your brow, and it just gives you a little bit more of a defined brow. So I just draw it on under my eyebrow and then blend it in with my finger. So once you've blended it in, next step is using an eyebrow pencil. Now, I've got my one that I'm going to use, but what I'm going to show you is the one that I bought, which is still the same one, but a different colour. I thought it was the right colour and it wasn't. So it's this, and it's a Rimmel Eyebrow Professional Pencil. Now this one's dark brown. Do not get dark brown, unless you want orange eyebrows, because it's really warm. I obviously bought that one because I needed a new one. And this is the one I've got. So it's really miniature. So I'm just going to draw my eyebrows on. You just want to try and keep it quite light, quite natural. Just follow the line of your brow as much as you can. So there are my brows, and I just finished my brows off with a something to keep them still, keep them in place, because my brows are quite unruly. Now this looks disgusting because I've been using it loads, and when you put it on your eyebrow pencil and then take it off again, the colour obviously instantly goes into this. But this is just number 7 Lash and Brow Perfector. So after I've done my eyebrows, I move on to mascara. Now I'm not going to do eyeliner today because this is just like my most natural makeup look. So this is DHC. Now I've only just heard about this product through Zoe, because Zoe did a job for them and she looked stunning. This is Double Protection Mascara, and it's quite a small tube, and you can buy this from Topshop because I bought some more the other day. And the brush is so tiny, I don't think you can see how tiny that is. And it's amazing for your bottom eyelashes because you can just get right in, and your top ones. I actually find it impossible to put mascara on without going. So apologies if you got some really nice faces there. So I've done my bottom eyelashes, and while I let them dry, I'll do my blusher. So I'm using a cream blusher today because I want to show you a technique that a makeup artist taught me, which is a really good technique. This is MAC again. Oh, it's so grubby, I can't even tell what it's called. Lady Blush, that's what it's called. And this is just a lovely, rich, creamy cream blusher. So what I'll do is I'll get a little bit, not too, well, yeah, kind of like a good fingerful, and put it rub it onto this soft pad of my hand. So if I just rub it on like that, so it's on the pad of my hand like that, I maybe want a tiny bit more, not too much though. Less is always more with blusher. Then you can just build it up. And then what I do is I rub the two pads, I don't know if you can see, of my hands together. So there's a bit of the blusher on each of the pads. And then you just smile and just press the pads onto your cheeks. And because I've used a cream blusher, I'm going to use a cream highlighter. Often I tend to use MAC Skin Finish Mineralize. What's it called? Yeah, Skin Finish Mineralize, which is an awesome highlighter. But with cream, I usually use a cream highlighter. So now this is another old faithful of us girls, but Tom Ford, I'm trying to cover that mirror up so I don't blind you, and I'm sure the other girls have shown you this, but it's just a dream. So I'm going to use the highlighter in it, which is just the white one. So I'll just rub it onto my finger, and then you literally, actually I'll use this mirror, you literally just want to dab it across kind of the very lower part of your eye socket and cheekbone. Don't know whether you can see that glistening, but it just makes you look healthy and alive. What I usually do is, this just gives you, makes your eyes look a little bit brighter, is I use, it's again MAC, and it's All That Glitters, the colour. I don't know if you can see it, it's just kind of like a little shimmery, very pale, kind of beige colour. And what I do is I just get a little dab on the end of my fingertip, just my little finger, and then using my close-up mirror, I just dab it just in the corner of your eyes, and it just opens your eyes up and just makes them pop a little bit. So next step, so I've done all that, I'll go back to my mascara and do my top lashes. So now I've finished my kind of whole face, I just need to put some lip stuff on. So I'm just going to rub off the stuff that I had on, just that was moisturising my lips, and now I'm going to put something else on. And the lips need to be quite dry for this next product. So this is Rimmel as well. I always like a bit of Rimmel and MAC, don't I? And this is Lasting Finish 1000 Kisses, and this colour is, I'm not entirely sure it says. Found out what this colour is, but it's a pale pink, oh, number 100, Endless Blossom. And it's like a felt tip pen, I'm sure you've seen them around. I don't know if you see that. It's a really it's quite a fat nib actually, but you can get a good application with it. So what you do is you basically just draw it on like a lip liner. So that just gives you a bit of a nice kind of rosy glow colour. Just natural, just nice and natural for the day, and it lasts all day. It's like a lip stain almost, so it's just like a felt tip pen lip stain. And then I will put something else over the top. So usually what I do is under my gloss, I will put a bit of lip balm, and then I'll put the gloss over the top. So I'm going back to my trusty cocoa butter, Palmer's cocoa butter swivel stick, and so I'm just going to put a little bit of, actually I don't need mirrors to do that, just put a little bit of that on, not too much, because it might ruin your lip gloss application. But this is a really lovely lip gloss. It's quite sticky. It's number 7 and it's high shine. It's got an SPF of 15 in it, which is very nice. And this colour, now I've had this for absolutely yonks, so I think the colour's rubbed off. But again, it's like a pinky corally. I'm very into those type of colours. They suit my skin, I think. So yeah, so I just basically put a little slick of this on. Rub them together. Now, all that I'm going to do is I rubbed off a bit of my concealer. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit more on that little friend. And then, I think I'm done. Voila! I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you like my very natural makeup. And I will put a list of all the products I've used in the blog. So have a look on there as well. if you want to see exactly what it is that I've used. But thank you for watching. Bye!